Like to give to young animators, upcoming animators?
Very, very important tip. I think my whole session was my whole tip. Which is that you just got to draw and you just got to keep expressing creatively, and drawing is the most immediate thing you can do. So even if it's right now on the level of a scribble, it becomes more sophisticated over time. You can keep adding layers of sophistication. That's not the criteria. The criteria is to think, observe, to store, to analyze, to express, right? And that is a cycle which needs to keep continuing. Whether you write it down, whether you sketch it, whether you scribble it, everybody should keep a sketchbook. Okay, you want a practical tip, everybody should carry a sketchbook and should always keep jotting down stuff. Okay, guy wearing yellow shirt, blue jeans cap. Okay, girl wearing red, orange and black. You know, and you make notes of various things. So costume wise, you fine tune. Unless you look at costumes, you know, never have a sense of costume. Unless you look at people and their types, you never have a sense of people and their types. Unless you look at mythology and its archetypes and so on and so forth, you'll never get a sense of how to transfer that into a character. You see, all of those things. So studying is important. Study all the time.
Today we are here with Miss Griselda, who works for DreamWorks Animation. So it's great to have you here, ma'am, today. And as you know that we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of Anifest. So how's the experience? How's the experience? Is it your first trip to India?
Yes, it is my first trip for India. It is wonderful. I cannot get over how beautiful this country is. Like I said earlier, my favorite part of the day is in the morning when all the women going to work, and the men too, but the women in their sari and their color, and they're just all walking on the street. It is one thing to witness. It's amazing. And I love the color of the houses. Indians love pink houses, and I love pink.
Have you seen any Indian animation movie?
Yes, we saw Son of Rams by Kushal Ruya from his studio Movies. It is a beautiful love story between two brothers and their mothers. It's very sweet.
So what's your overall take on Indian animation? If you compare Indian animation to other countries, like what do you feel?
I think you guys are doing such a great job, and I love the fact that it is embracing your culture and embracing what you have, and you want to show it to the world, and you're very proud of your culture. And I found that authenticness and sincerity to be very beautiful.
So finally, we are with the music composer of Gopi Gavaiya, Baga Bajaiya, Mr. Narayan Parshuram. Hello, sir. And sir, because you have given music for animation movie, so we would love to know from you that, you know, how we can compose music for animation movies, and what's lacking in animation, and how we can add in Indian animation.
As I said in my session, you know, I mean, the unique quality of an animator is that every animator is a musician to begin with. Because animation, I think all over the world, the sound and the music, it precedes the execution. When you come to executing a film, animation film, the sound, and at least on the drawing board, it precedes. And I wish and hope that, you know, unfortunately in India we tend, because it is very obvious that we are such a strong film culture in our country, that when we make animation films, we follow all the grammar of a live action, whereas we don't recognize the opportunities that the medium of animation gives us, you know. And I think especially in terms of looking at animation as actually a sound process, you know, I think you all have it. You don't really need. Probably you all know it. You just don't know that you know it.
The third and the final day of Anifest has come to an end with yet breathtaking session by Mr. Bernhard, who's the VFX artist, and he's come all the way from London. Hi, Bernhard.
Hi, how are you doing?
So I'm fine, I'm good, and your session was amazing, must say. And so, how was the experience, overall experience?
Oh, it's been great. I've been so warmly welcomed here. It was great, and I've been taken out every night for food and stuff. So I really had a great time here. Yeah, and I also watched a lot of animation films and stuff like that. So it was good. Yeah, it's really nice, nice festival that you have here. Yeah.
Okay, and one tip you would like to give to the upcoming VFX artists?
Yeah, just be passionate about what you're doing and get the fundamentals right and everything, and yeah, you will become better. It takes a while, but you'll get there.
Okay, so we're gonna make you do something because you're the VFX artist, and so what we're gonna do, you have to imagine these three creatures from Hercules: lion, boar, and Hydra.
Okay.
So I'll say Hydra. So just imagine that Hydra is attacking you.
Yeah.
So what will be your reaction?
Okay.
And I'll say lion, then I have to see your second reaction, and then boar. Okay? So you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Hydra. Boar. Lion. Wolf.
Oh, the wolves. You didn't say the wolves, but yeah.
Yeah. Really? Last but not the least, we have with us the founder of Animation Society, Mr. Ranjit Singh, Tony. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine, charged up, very excited, still after 3 days.
Not tired?
Not at all, I think we can go for another 3 if people want it.
Even I wish it was for a few more days, but all good things come to an end. So how was the overall experience, the 3-day experience?
Fantastic, I mean, I don't have words to express it because frankly, when we started out on the preparations for the festival, what happened was a couple of our key members were not available quite unexpectedly, and that somehow over the years I think has become a good omen because we have to have some sort of a bust up, for want of a better word, and then we know that yes, everything's going to be all right. So kudos to the entire team, they put in a fantastic effort, and you know, I've been with the society since its inception, 2001, when a group of us got together, and I'm really very glad to see how it's shaped up over this long period of 14 years and 10 years into the festival. So it's been great.
Anything you would like to say to all the readers of animationexpress.com?
Well, I think I said it already on stage. I'm very happy to have personally to see that Animation Express has made the initiative to come back to the fold. We've always maintained that this is a labor of love, and this is something that needs to be promoted, not because there is something to be gained out of it, but because there is a body of people who are putting in time, who are putting in effort, and doing it selflessly. And if you find it in your heart to support something like that, then I mean, then it's really going to make a difference. I know that there are media channels and there are newspapers who may report it, may not report it. For us, what's important is who wants to come, take a step forward and say, look, we understand what you're doing, we know where you're coming from, and we wholeheartedly support it. So thank you once again to Animation Express for making that step, and we hope to see you around for a lot longer.
This is Niyati Handa reporting for Animation Express.